Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency continues to be unfettered. A federal judge in Washington denied an urgent request to block Musk and DOGE from firing employees or accessing sensitive records from half a dozen government agencies. 14 states, including 2 Republican governors, had filed a federal lawsuit challenging the billionaire's authority as the head of DOGE, which is a department created by President Trump once he took office for a second term. The states criticized Musk for his limitless and unchecked power. They accused him of being a designated agent of chaos and said his sweeping authority is in violation of the Constitution of the United States. Their lawsuit went on to state there is no greater threat to democracy than the accumulation of state power in the hands of a single unelected individual.
No one elected Elon Musk and his minions, and no one has allowed him to have access to this information. This is a violation of the separation of powers. The United States Congress, the United States Senate, has the sole discretion in having the power of the purse, and not Elon Musk.
But U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan, who had previously overseen President Trump's criminal election interference case, said the states didn't show that immediate irreparable harm would result. She said the court can't act based on media reports. Plaintiffs asked the court to take judicial notice of widespread media reports that DOGE has taken or will soon take certain actions, such as mass terminations. But these reports cannot substitute for specific facts in an affidavit or a verified complaint that clearly show that immediate and irreparable injury, loss, or damage will result, Judge Chutkan wrote. But Judge Chutkan appeared sympathetic to the state's argument that Musk's role is potentially unconstitutional. DOGE appears to be moving in no sort of predictable and orderly fashion, Chutkan wrote. This is essentially a private citizen directing an organization that is not a federal agency to have access to the entire workings of the federal government, fire, hire, slash, contract, terminate programs, all without apparently any congressional oversight. Mass layoffs are on at multiple government agencies as DOGE has been tasked by Trump to drastically shrink the federal workforce. Termination emails have been sent to federal employees at various agencies, including the Department of Education, the Small Business Administration, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and the General Services Administration. DOGE has also terminated scores of federal contracts it deems unnecessary or wasteful, including high-profile agreements related to federal technology infrastructure and healthcare programs. Among the first and most significant targets of DOGE's reach is the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID. Since DOGE's involvement began, USAID has seen dramatic staffing changes, including nearly 7,000 employees placed on leave or fired. DOGE staffers gained access to the Treasury Department's expansive payment system, which disperses trillions of dollars annually and is normally overseen by a small group of non-partisan Treasury employees. While Musk has defended this action, claiming it was necessary for identifying fraud and inefficiencies, critics argue that it could compromise financial transparency and security and raises myriad conflict of interest questions, particularly given Musk's vast business dealings. Whether Musk or DOGE have the legal authority to do what they have done is a subject of debate. But both the president and the first buddy, as Musk is called, appear to be on the same page.
All we're really trying to do here is restore the will of the people through the president. And what we're finding is that there's an unelected bureaucracy. Speaking of unelected, there's a vast federal bureaucracy that is implacably opposed to the president and the cabinet.
But they're finding things like that. They're finding things far worse than that. And they're finding billions, and it will be hundreds of billions of dollars worth of fraud. I say waste and abuse, but fraud, waste, and abuse. And he's doing an amazing job. And he attracts a young, very smart type of person.
At the end of the day, DOGE has left America divided. Supporters praise its goal of efficiency and cost-cutting, while critics argue it risks dismantling essential programs and consolidating too much power under one man.
Mr. Musk, do you have any comments?